All right. I guess we lead this to a coin flip. Do I have a coin? Oh crap. You'd think I'd be more prepared in these type of situations, huh? Okay. I'm going to. I have a piece of a wrapper here. If it lands on this side that you can't see, then I'll pick the first one. And if it lands on the other side that you cannot see, I will pick the second one. Whee! Okay, first one. You let the blood. Did I say blood? What the fuck? Yo, can we do that take again? No. Alright. No, except at this time. Alright. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. You know what? I'm no cooking expert. I can't cook rice really well, but I think salt. I think we're pretty solid on that one. Pepper? Too obvious. Yeah. I know take some peppers in there too. Oregano, basil, maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use sewage? You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed if you've traveled through space and time. Cool. After tasting his food, you try to get one-on-one time with. You try to get one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. I like where this is going. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Hey, Colonel, I wonder if I can talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. His words just melt my heart. My cold black heart. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got moxie, I'll give you that. You look like you got some moxie, if you know what I mean. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. Then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use lamb sauce. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Lamb sauce? Wow, you'd have never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you search. I think we gotta milk a couple of lambs, right? And it definitely isn't a flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Canders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this road. You can bet on that. You'll leave your mark on me if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. I guess we'll go with that one. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. Like you. I appreciate the compliment, Gino. He loves us. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Oh, thank you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You know, if I'm gonna be playing these games, we're gonna talk a lot. I should probably get a bottle of water with me. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lessons will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no. We have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. I'm gonna be blowing something, if you know what I mean. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lessons, we will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Miriam, come here. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Yeah, sounds about right. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two? That is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Sorry, bitch, but I gotta get Senpai to notice me, you know. You gotta break a few eggs, you know. You might be the egg that time, you know, baby. Some days gotta be your time, you know. You wanna be my partner? Aww. Sure, Gino. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Sorry. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Let's go with Pop. Sorry, Clink, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. He holds a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. Oh, okay, so he eats it with the shell on still. Ah, cool. It's disconcerting? I think it's a typo there. Or... let me Google this. Let's see if I'm stupid or not. Give me a second. Disconcerting. Shit! I'm stupid. Fuck. Alright. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act gross out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Boy, Miriam's gonna fucking hate her guts after this. Alright. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. I'm tripping. Oh, I need water. Agua. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Here's your octopus for blow Colonel Sanders' mind. It'll blow right out the sky, yes sir. Like blowing some fishes out the water when you put a bomb in there, because that's how we do it down here in the South. Yes, buddy. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? They got that shit at KFC too, so I imagine that'd be probably the right answer, you know? And gravy. Yes, sir. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders cast a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Damn, see, that's what Colonel Sanders does to you, man. I'm black as shit. Black as the night. You know, no, I'm not that black. I'm brown, but still. It just makes my face light up red. Oh my God, I want Colonel Sanders. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Nice alliteration there. Looks like things are pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Yes, I do. And if you get in the way, oh my God, I will fucking murder you. I will stick a drumstick up your... We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off my man. No, bitch, you better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? Okay, what's up? It's boss fight time? Yeah. Okay. No G's, Van. While I'm over here crushing Gino's dream, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, armful of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Alright, this is going kind of hard. Not as hard as I am for Colonel Sanders, but it's going pretty hard. Oh, howdy there, Asher. Van, are we working on a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Gino is struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned yourself at your station. Alright, gonna be like that, huh? Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like thigh and a drumstick, if it makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Try it, bitch! Ash is going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. You know what? Let's get Miriam back in here. You turn to Miriam. As soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This is girlfriend in need radar. Wait, this girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that and Van Van was just leaving. Leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skill as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Gino is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles and hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darna's cute corgis in her short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for its flavors. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Oh! Gravy flows down a mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. All right, you guys admire these potatoes for a second. I need to get some water. Okay, all right. I didn't have any water bottles, but I had some tea, so that's fine too. All right, you guys stop mouth-watering over these potatoes. Let's get on with it. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. This moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. I ain't setting you free. I said, free off a cliff. Together, you dig into the utensil. You dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. Look at my tea real quick. Shit. I rocked out a little too hard there. Oh my god, my throat, dude. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right in that stupid, beautiful, no, ugly face. Van, do something, do something. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tasted delicious. Wait, what am I fucking reading? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I got ahead of myself there. Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Oh. Hold on right there, Gino. We do not waste food in the Bruma cooking arena, Colonel Sanders. I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Geez, just in the nick of time, buddy. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. We want plates. Mashed potatoes. Wait. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal based upon my speciality. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. We want plates! You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It's I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Man and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. F. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. F. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle is being slurped up in Pop's mouth. No! Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Lucy! Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as the... Can we do that take again? All right. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kind. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Wait. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here! Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you. Wait, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. Okay, Senpai. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Probably because of the freaking ghost running around now. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't realize I was making them. They were amazing. Like you, Colonel Sanders. Like you. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Gino? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Oh, God damn it. There's something I need to tell you first. Ah, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world, the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. Oh, yeah, I can see that. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Dashboard monster! Dashboard monster! Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait.
The Spore Monster is here to fight a hero!
I'm glad I finally get to use that. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. Hey, that's the thing I say. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? I didn't read that right.
Be afraid! Be very afraid of me! Because I'm a monster! See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Oh! It just got real! That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. Oh. You take 1 damage. Yikes. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their math mind and draws energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Do have to defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your heads and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utility tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. Oh. You take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack! Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Oh, goddamn time you jumped in. I love you and all, but, you gotta be a little quicker with, backing me up here. You know what I mean? Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. And enters Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Finish him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack! You ready your final attack? You will never survive my student depth loan destruction! Student loan depth destruction does 10 damage! Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Gino. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells, a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Sign it out is Borko. Borko. The name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. Okay, sorry. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. What? Wait. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, oh, I thought you were about to die. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed, stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used paprika. Then there was the secret ingredients that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know it's gonna sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop. Oh, you're a good wingman. You know, if you need somebody to hook you up, I got you, bros. I got you. Like him? Like? I know, it sounded like it's moving too fast, but it's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class. He's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he's founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats, just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. Man, my reading like over the last few minutes has probably been kind of fucked, huh? Oops. Shit, let me try to move my mic back in position. All right. Okay, sorry. Hit my microphone. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, it'd be best if you took it slowly with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. So that means me and Colonel Connor's a thing now? What's up with that, you know what I'm saying? You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School? Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. It's not the same thing, right? Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Oh, thanks. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Yeah. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Huh? However, you don't tell her that you know a second secret ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient. Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you are alone before continuing. ... So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with him and brought him home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Cough, Fibber, cough. Please, please, please. It would mean a world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? No, I ain't betraying my man like that, you know what I mean? Alright, you quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfy her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Hold on. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school. I have questions. Run to him! You decide to show the best... You decided... Oh my god, am I reading? You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. Oh, fuck. However, your sudden movements surprise the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. Okay, so there were some mistakes were made. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, yeah! I am here to deliver your message! Not this guy. It's important that you remember this, exactly as I say it! If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. That scratchy voice is like hurting me, oh my god. You can only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Ah, jeez! You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. Okay, mission failed successfully. He roused you, how about to say aroused? Roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Can we go for big air here? Going for big air. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You've known him for a day. Are you really sure? I guess you must be. You put your arms around Colonel Sanders' neck and pull him in for a kiss. Oops. But he turns his face. And you awkwardly kiss his ear. You can feel him shudder. Too soon. You clearly mistook his compassion for love. Your soul crawls inside of itself and you instantly die of embarrassment. Alright, so some mistakes were made. Let's try that all again. How long is this going on for so far? An hour and 13 minutes. Shit. Oh, I can just pull it down. Let's try that. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry. He knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horsey-full butte you have. I mean, what a horsey-full butte you have. Dang it. That's what I just said. Being a good friend, Marion attempts to cover for you. Oh, Gino is just really nervous around people that you like. Miriam. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we were all up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile, as to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. Yeah, it's all you can't blame them, you know. You try, it's all they don't succeed, you know. It happens. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Well there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why did you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? It's not a good one. Spy stuff. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. Is that the book? However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class. You're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules. Ugh. I'm not sure you know what a good meal is if it ate you. Wait. Fucking white ass pants, dude. I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Okay. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. Yeah, I'm sure I pronounced that correctly. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. What? You finally get a look of what it was what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the Spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Meep, meep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Buzz. Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Worse, buzzed. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Oh my God, protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazy men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. I think I've done enough reading for one day. Its tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelids at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. All right, hold on. I need to cut the video right here. I'll be right back. Oh wait, yeah, I gotta say the thing. Subscribe, blah, 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 later, nerds.